As a user of TikTok, I can't help but notice that there are so many influencers that pop out of nowhere that seem to have an agenda and that seem to have a lot of things behind them, that are people that are working for them, people that are pushing their content. So all of these influencers have one thing in common: they tend to be around some political issue. And they also seem to not really know what they're talking about. So I'm not talking about the Harvard professor who is an expert on international relations. And by the way, it doesn't matter if I agree with that person or not. I'm talking about people who have absolutely nothing to say on a topic, but who suddenly are on your For You page. They are flooding social media and they have an opinion on everything, but without actually being qualified. So in Germany, for example, I'm thinking of a guy, I don't know his name. He is like very young. He's not very intelligent. He does not have any knowledge of international relations. He always wears his baseball cap to the back, and he talks about everything. And people actually give him the attention. And what you notice with these kind of content creators is something is happening in the background, because they have 10,000 accounts, it seems. They're getting pushed. They have a ton of followers, even though the content is like of very low quality. And I get it. They have a lot of rage bait, so of course that gives you a lot of attention. But I actually think that there are publicity firms, international organizations such as states that sponsor this kind of thing. So I would say be very careful of these people who suddenly appear out of nowhere, who don't have a track record of being an expert in a certain area, and then suddenly talk about every topic under the sun, but especially always focused on a couple of things. For example, the war in Ukraine, and sowing some kind of division. Let me know if in the comments if you've seen something similar, but these people are super frustrating, and even if you block them, they keep on coming because there's like a million channels behind them. And so I think this is something that the social media platforms should really be taking care of, because it doesn't make sense to have these manipulators out there.